Fights are inevitable in any relationship, no matter how strong or loving it is. What truly matters isn't avoiding conflict, but knowing how to resolve it and grow stronger together. Reconciliation is a skill, a delicate balance of empathy, communication, and action that can transform moments of tension into opportunities for deeper connection. The first step in reconciliation often feels the hardest, apologizing or reaching out. Many people hesitate because apologizing first might seem like admitting fault or surrendering power. However, reconciliation is not about being right or wrong. It's about prioritizing the relationship over pride. By taking the initiative, you show that you value your bond more than the disagreement, which can set the tone for healing. Imagine this scenario. After an argument, silence fills the house. Both you and your spouse retreat to separate rooms, replaying the fight in your minds. Hours pass, and the tension remains, growing heavier with each passing moment. But now picture a different outcome. One of you takes a deep breath, approaches the other, and says, "I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Can we talk?" That single act of vulnerability can transform the situation, opening the door to dialogue and understanding. One of the most important elements of reconciliation is empathy. Often, conflicts arise from differences in how people express or interpret emotions. For instance, many women see an apology as an act of love and validation, while some men may view it as unnecessary unless they believe they were wrong. This difference in perspective can create misunderstandings, but it's not insurmountable. Recognizing your partner's emotional approach and meeting them halfway can bridge the gap and foster connection. Understanding the root cause of an argument is also essential. Surface-level issues, like disagreements over chores or schedules, often mask deeper feelings, such as being undervalued or unheard. Reflecting on these underlying emotions helps you address the real problem, making reconciliation more meaningful and preventing future conflicts over the same issues. Cooling off periods can be invaluable during heated arguments. When emotions are running high, it's easy to say or do things that escalate the conflict further. Taking time to step away and collect your thoughts allows both partners to return to the conversation with a clearer, calmer mindset. However, this pause should be short and intentional. It's not about avoiding the issue, but creating space for a more productive dialogue. When you're ready to talk, the way you communicate matters greatly. Blaming statements like, "You always do this," can put your partner on the defensive, making it harder to resolve the issue. Instead, focus on expressing your own feelings. For example, "I felt hurt when this happened" shifts the focus from accusation to sharing your perspective, encouraging understanding rather than defensiveness. Physical gestures can also play a significant role in reconciliation. Sometimes, words alone aren't enough to repair the emotional distance after a fight. A warm hug, holding hands, or even a gentle touch on the shoulder can convey a willingness to reconnect and show that you still care deeply. Physical touch has a unique way of breaking down barriers and reminding both partners of their shared bond. Another crucial element of reconciliation is forgiveness. It's not enough to apologize and move on. Both partners must let go of lingering resentment or anger to truly heal. Forgiveness isn't about forgetting what happened or pretending the fight didn't hurt. It's about choosing to prioritize your shared future over the pain of the past. By forgiving, you free both yourself and your partner from the emotional weight of the conflict. To forgive fully, it's important to address any unresolved feelings. If something about the argument still bothers you, bring it up constructively rather than letting it fester. For instance, you might say, "I've been thinking about what happened and would like us to find a way to handle situations like that differently next time." This approach focuses on solutions and growth rather than blame. Learning your partner's love language can also make reconciliation more effective. Whether it's words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, physical touch, or gifts, expressing love in the way your partner best receives it can help rebuild trust and connection. For example, if your partner values acts of service, making them their favorite meal after an argument might mean more than any spoken apology. Reconciliation isn't just about resolving the immediate conflict. It's also an opportunity to strengthen the relationship by addressing recurring patterns. If certain issues keep arising, it's worth exploring the deeper dynamics at play. These could include unmet needs, unspoken expectations, or differences in communication styles. Tackling these underlying factors can prevent similar arguments in the future and foster a more harmonious relationship. Creating rituals for making up can also help ease the reconciliation process. These rituals don't have to be elaborate. They could be as simple as sharing a cup of tea, taking a walk together, or watching a favorite movie. These shared activities provide a sense of normalcy and comfort, reminding both partners of the love and connection they share. Ultimately, reconciliation is about demonstrating that your relationship matters more than any individual disagreement. It's a commitment to working through challenges together with empathy, patience, and mutual respect. By approaching each conflict as an opportunity to grow closer, you can transform even the toughest moments into stepping stones toward a deeper and more resilient connection. Reconciliation after a fight involves more than saying, "I'm sorry." It's about rebuilding trust, reestablishing emotional closeness, and ensuring that both partners feel heard and valued. While an apology can open the door, the real work lies in the steps you take afterward to heal and strengthen your relationship. One of the most important aspects of reconciliation is creating a safe space for open communication. This isn't just about resolving the immediate issue, but addressing how each of you felt during the conflict. A calm and judgment-free discussion can help you understand your partner's perspective better and share your own feelings without fear of criticism. Asking thoughtful questions like, "What can we do differently next time?" or "How did you feel during the argument?" shows that you care about finding a resolution together. Rebuilding emotional intimacy is another crucial step. After a fight, it's natural for both partners to feel distant or guarded. To overcome this, take small but meaningful actions that remind your partner of your care and commitment. A kind gesture, like preparing their favorite snack, a thoughtful compliment, or even a simple, "I'm glad we're working through this together," can help repair the emotional connection. These actions may seem small, but they carry significant weight in reaffirming your bond. Physical touch is another powerful tool for reconciliation. A gentle hug, holding hands, or even sitting close can communicate what words sometimes cannot, that you still care deeply. Touch can help dissolve tension and remind both partners of the closeness they share, even when emotions have been strained. True reconciliation also requires forgiveness. This means letting go of resentment and choosing to move forward with trust. Forgiveness isn't about excusing harmful behavior or pretending the conflict didn't happen. It's about acknowledging the hurt while committing to rebuild. If unresolved feelings remain, address them calmly and constructively. For example, saying, "I'd like to talk about how we can handle this differently in the future," invites growth rather than blame. Another key to reconciliation is addressing recurring patterns in your arguments. If the same issues keep arising, it's essential to explore the deeper dynamics behind them. Perhaps one partner feels overwhelmed by responsibilities, or the other feels neglected. Tackling these root causes, rather than focusing only on surface-level conflicts, helps prevent future misunderstandings and strengthens your relationship. Engaging in shared activities can also help restore connection. Doing something you both enjoy, like cooking together, taking a walk, or revisiting a favorite hobby, provides an opportunity to focus on what brings you closer. These shared moments act as a reminder of why you're together and help shift attention from the conflict to the love and joy you share. Humor can be an effective way to lighten the mood after a fight. A shared laugh can break the tension and remind you both not to take everything so seriously. However, timing and sensitivity are crucial. Your partner should feel ready to share in the humor, and it should never come at the expense of their feelings. Used thoughtfully, humor can pave the way for healing and closeness. Finally, reflecting on your shared goals and values can bring perspective to the situation. Remind yourselves of the bigger picture, the life you're building together, the dreams you share, and the reasons you chose each other in the first place. These reflections help shift the focus from the disagreement to the strength of your partnership and reinforce your commitment to growing together. Reconciliation isn't about erasing the conflict, but about choosing to face challenges as a team. Each effort you make, whether through words, actions, or simply being present, builds a stronger, more resilient relationship. Conflicts may be inevitable, but with patience, empathy, and mutual respect, they can become opportunities for deeper connection and understanding.